Let me see if I got this straight. So Steve Jobs resigned, right? But he's still director of the board of directors. Or he's chairman of the board. That's what it is. Chairman of the board. He's like Frank Sinatra. So, what does this matter? There's no implications whatsoever. Tim Cook's been with the company a good amount of time. He's the new CEO, by the way, Tim Cook. He's the new CEO of Apple. Because Steve Jobs resigned. If you guys didn't know that, sorry, it was all over the news. For you guys yesterday, for me right now. But Steve Jobs resigned and Tim Cook's taking over. He's well qualified, good to go. No worries whatsoever. Why is Apple stock dropping? There's no reason for it. We still have the iPhone, we still have the iPad, we still got the MacBook, we still got the Mac Pro, we've still got the MacBook Pro, we still got the MacBook Air, we still got the iMac. We're good to go. No worries whatsoever. Let alone iPhone 5 is getting ready to be revealed September 7th or 5th. This is all rumored, by the way. Don't take my word for it. Stay tuned for September 7th, 5th, 57th. Oh! With a scheduled release in mid-October. So we should be having the iPhone 5 in our hands by mid-October. And the new iPad, which I'm going to call the iPad Pro. I think that sounds better than like iPad HD. That's scheduled for like early 2012. By the way, you guys that keep saying 2010, 2011, 2012, you're wrong! There's nobody in the world that is supposed to say that. Did we say 1999? No! 1999, 2012, not 1999. Nobody said that except for Christopher Columbus. On a side note, who is Christopher Columbus? Why? Well, I'm like putting the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable. And on that note, I'm off to Publix to try to get my money back on. They charged me 3 times for milk, or they charged Jen because she went to the store while I was at work. And now she's at work, so I have to go to the store to get back my $4.09. That's right, we do pay $4.09 for a quart of milk. We are ridiculous. Look at those clouds. How cool is that, right? That's Florida for you. That's a storm coming in a stupid car. So I wanted to get some dessert, some candy or something inside the Publix, but I didn't because, I'll be honest, I was a little bit scared that the guy who rung up Jen, who used to be our bag boy and now he's a cashier, he's like, he's loves us for some reason. Every time that we go in there, he's like, hey, you know, always talking to us. But he overcharged us for milk. Like, he charged us for 3 milks when we only got 2. And the guy that was at the service counter that I went up to, I was like, hey, you know, this is why I like Publix too, because I can go to the service counter. I'm like, hey, they charged us for 3, we only got 2. And he looks at the receipt and he goes, he looks at the name at the bottom of the receipt, and I was like, oh no, he's gonna get in trouble now for $4.09. Was it worth it? I think so, because we didn't buy any milk. I don't. It's like moral decisions. I think I did the right thing by getting my $4 back. I hope so. I hope he doesn't get in too much trouble. So anyways, I was scared. I was embarrassed. I didn't want him to be there and him to see me and be like, hey. And I'm like, oh, you know, I'm just here fixing your error. You done goofed. And alright, bye. Well, that's one random parking lot cat. Let's see if it moves. Can you move, cat? Well, I guess so. You are not incapacitated. Squish the heck out of these donuts. So they're on sale for $1.99. Either that or they're old. I can't wait for this. And speaking of Publix in the grocery store, I had to give some lady the death stare because she was driving through the parking lot of Publix with no lights on. I was walking, and she came up to a stop sign and didn't, like, seem like she was gonna stop, so I kept walking. Like, if you're gonna hit me, it's gonna be your fault. And so I just kept walking, and then she, like, slammed on her brakes, like, halfway through the stop sign because I was in front of her at this point. And I looked at her, then I looked up at the stop sign, then I looked back at her, and, like, in this spot right here too, this is in my neighborhood, and there's 2 roads that have stop signs where I don't. I've almost been hit, T-boned on those 2 roads like countless times. It's ridiculous, people. Pay attention. Stop at stop signs. That's what they're here for. So that you do not hit somebody and somebody doesn't hit you. I was just waiting for that. I was at a stop sign and I was waiting for somebody to hit me as I'm saying that. Pulling out of a stop sign. It's squishy donut eating time. It's squishy donut eating time. Well, that was a fun night. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and now it's time to pay the price.